So like, Epstein is a
Free Epstein is
Free
the
Epstein
funniest. It's not a hashtag, and it needs to be.
I want bumper stickers that say Free Epstein. From what does that mean though? Let's break that down. What does it mean, okay. Free Epstein? I think it means free him from hell.
What would it mean? Well, I guess in the context that I've heard it in, you say it with your favorite rappers who've been incarcerated unfairly or fairly, doesn't really matter. If you say free Meek, free Shmurda, you say free or incarcerated rappers, and to say free Epstein is to like let my man go. And it's funny for two reasons. He's very guilty of like probably one of the most heinous crimes in U.S. history.
Some would say the most heinous of crimes, style of crimes.
Yeah, I would say so. And then to say free him and then him being dead is just the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Epstein. Like, I like the idea of someone who's like still an Epstein supporter and they're in denial that he died. They're like, this is a hoax. He's still in a high security. He's in Rikers right now. Free Epstein.
That's a weird, because then it's also you saying, not only am I crazy enough to believe he's innocent, I'm crazy enough. No, not even am I crazy enough to believe he's not dead. I'm crazy enough to be a fan.
Yeah, I'll vouch for him. That's what I'm saying.
That's
People are like, yeah, I'll vouch for Free Epstein.
Yeah, no, it's terrible news. It's crazy, but
so you're referring to this week Prince Andrew, which, by the way, before we even do this, can we Google where Prince Andrew is in the whole English fucking The Crown TV show? I just assume it's the show The Crown.
Right. I've not seen that show, but yeah, he's the Duke
Google
of
Prince Andrew. Just Google him.
Okay, I need to figure out where this
Does that say your Reddit account got suspended?
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
I don't know, but it's been suspended. I think they wanted me to reset. I just couldn't be bothered. I don't know what I did. Probably just spam, as usual.
Uh-oh, we've suspended your account due to suspicious activity.
Yeah, I don't know.
What are you hiding?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I got nothing to hide.
I feel like that's what Epstein said, my dude. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, like, search me in and out, man. I got nothing to hide. It is weird, though, because I did notice that. I'm like, I don't even post.
My Instagram, I got an email this morning that said that they suspended my account briefly because there was a login from the country of Georgia. The nation of Georgia. Someone in Georgia overnight was trying to...
That nobody's listening?
No, my personal Instagram.
Whoa.
And I got an email, like, not a fucking little notification. I got an email from Instagram corporate that said, hey, you need to change your password because someone in Georgia is trying to steal your identity.
Real? Yeah. Did you change it?
Yeah, I changed it.
Good. It was me.
1, 2, 3,
it was
4.
me. I'm the suspicious.
Prince Andrew, Duke of York, and guy who looks like he jerks off to...
What?
You know, I loaded that up and I couldn't get there.
I think
What does he look like?
This guy... The bangs are not good. The bangs
are troubling.
Yeah. It's not... In like even... I don't know. There's a type of guy that you can tell just... never has had much luck with women, but definitely tells his bros that he scores.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Prince Andrew is definitely telling his bros. He's like, yeah, dude, I was hooking up with this. You know what's creepy is that, like his friends are all having conversations now. Like, yeah, I remember like 6 years ago, Prince Andrew's like, guys, I'm bringing girls back to the apartment tonight. And they're like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Got some chicks? He's like, yeah, a bunch of girls. I'm like, why do you keep saying girls? And he's like, cuties.
Yeah.
Chicks. Girls. And they're like, dude, we're 55.
Yeah, like...
He's like, I'm sorry, dude. I'm just bringing girls up.
That is weird, though, because that's actually something to think about when you are an older guy, because it looks like Prince Andrew was divorced back in 96. So then if you are hooking up with women, you're not going to be... He's 59. He's probably hooking up with chicks that are maybe over 40, right? Do you say girls? Like, I was hooking up with this girl.
Bro. We know who he's been hooking up with.
Yeah, no, yeah. But I mean,
they're not women.
How do you?
He's not hooking up with Meg Ryan.
He's not telling nobody about it, though. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm not really. I've kind of grown up. I'm not really. I'm not the old tomcat I used to be. He's not saying that.
Oh my God. Can you imagine how creepy it'd be to hear him say that? He's like, not the old tomcat I used to be. I used to be able to get girls over to my apartment just by bringing them a bag of McDonald's.
Dude, I mean, he's creepy enough.
Take him to the play place and have a good day.
Yeah, man. He is not.
Jesus Christ.
But that's the thing, though. Oh, it's another, yeah. I feel like every podcast you can look at our faces. There's two faces of two men that think this might be the end.
That felt
if you go back 5 seconds ago, there was definitely because dude, I get scared around here, man.
Well, we're talking about Prince Andrew. That could easily be the Clinton Epstein death squad coming to wipe this out.
I was thinking about that.
Make sure all 7 people don't hear this. But
hey, dude, that's what we need to. You know what? We need to start breaking stories. That's
we do have to break stories.
Well, I think I thought about this. Anyone that ever was close enough to refer to Jeffrey Epstein as Jeff. Probably should be.
Lock him up.
Right.
Lock him up. Anyone who's like Jeff. You know what's even crazier? Anyone who refers to him as Jeffy.
Oh.
If you are close enough to Epstein to call him Jeffy.
I would say if you're close enough to Jeffrey Epstein to call him Jeffy, that means you're further up the evil chain than him. Because you're willing to disrespect. Because I thought about this. I'm like, dude, if Epstein was the fall guy, how much evil's in the world?
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, Prince Andrew, Duke of York.
Yeah.
Prince Andrew, look at this dumb shit. Prince Andrew, Duke of York, KG, GCVOCDADC, is a member of the British royal family.
Is the third child and second son of
what?
Queen Elizabeth. Yeah.
Okay, so third child of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip. So Queen Elizabeth II is the chick who's in there now, right?
Yeah.
So why the fuck had we not really? Because you hear about like Harry, and was Harry the guy who dressed up as a Nazi that one year?
Oh,
and everyone was like,
really?
what the fuck?
I can't speak to that. I don't know.
You don't remember that?
No.
Google Prince Harry real quick.
Okay.
We got it. This story will not work unless we know the entire royal family.
Not coming up. I have Prince Harry, N.A.
Nazi. Dude. No, it's N-A-Z-I.
There's no T in Nazi.
Jesus,
see, I know so little. I know so.
Boom. Prince Harry faces outcry over Nazi outfit. 2005. Yes, this was a thing. Why did he dress up? What?
Oh,
Okay.
All right. Well, yeah.
Take a step back. If you're willing to dress up in 2005,
dude, this is like some tabloid though. I don't know if this is credible.
Motherfucker, this was a huge
This is a thing. Okay, all right. If you vouch, you'll put your name on the line.
Homie dressed up as a Nazi. One of them's fucking little girls. Like, what's going on?
They're not brothers,
in Buckingham Palace. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. Is Harry? We're so
it doesn't
ignorant
matter.
of this.
Doesn't matter.
When I went to Buckingham Palace and I was just like standing around there and people were freaking out and like crying. There were women crying in the street just to witness it. And I was like, is Queen Elizabeth? Is she like? Which kids did she fart out? I'm like standing there like thinking about it. I'm like, wait, what's the one guy who's a Nazi? And people were like, what?
They didn't remember the story.
No.
Also, Prince William. Wait, not William. William's dad. Harry and William's dad. He was a real scumbag.
Who's the one who hired a driver to kill Princess Di?
That's what I'm talking about. Because he talks about he never really loved his wife, dude. He wanted to. Do you remember that?
Hold on now. Hold on.
Yeah, no, it's
Princess
Harry's
Di
dad.
was
He said he
married
never
to-
loved her. He said he never loved
Prince William?
Princess Diana. Yeah. But yeah.
Who's William? Google him. Is he the guy who's married now?
No, yeah. He's married to like Kate Middleton or something.
Wait, that was
Not-
Di's husband?
No.
We got this all wrong, my
the
dude.
guy.
We are so far in the weeds right now.
All right. Anyway, let's watch this clip of.
We're watching
this.
not. We shouldn't even. Yeah, you're right. We can't go down this road. We don't know a goddamn thing about the British government.
We don't. But I do know Prince Andrew. Not Prince. Let's just get into it.
Yeah. So.
Absolutely sure that you're at home on the 10th of March.
Yeah.
She was very specific about that night. She described dancing with you and you profusely sweating, and that she went on to have possibly.
There's a slight problem with the sweating.
The fact that she was like, she recalled you profusely sweating. This is exactly what I said about how you can't be fat anymore. Like, listen, I'm not saying Prince Andrew's innocent. He's not. But he's like, well, okay, now we're talking about my sweat? I mean, Jesus Christ. It was hot in there. It was hot in that club that night.
Oh, well, bud. You need to see the direction he goes, because he goes in the opposite direction of what you're talking about.
Oh, then okay. I apologize. Then unmute it and fucking.
I have a peculiar medical condition, which is that I don't sweat, or I didn't sweat at the time, and that was yes, I didn't sweat at the time because I had suffered what I would describe as an overdose of adrenaline in the Falklands War when I was shot at.
What?
Simply, it was almost impossible for me to sweat, and it's only because I have done a number of things in the recent past that I'm starting to be able to.
Oh my God. Okay, so
That's it.
This was the holy trinity of excuses. It had all the key ingredients to a great excuse. Number one, medical issue. Okay, he brought up a medical issue. Number one. 2, stealing valor. You know, that guy didn't do a goddamn thing
War
anymore.
hero.
First of all, England hasn't done jack shit in the battlefield for fucking 200 years since we kicked their fucking asses. All right. Number 3. Distancing himself from the scene. Okay, he's just like, I couldn't have been sweating that night. It was in the club. I wasn't there. Like it had all the elements of a great cover up.
Well, and the thing is, he's looking at her. He's like, I just made you look like a bitch.
Yeah,
and she's looking at him like, is that what you're going
like,
with?
I don't sweat anymore because I saw the scariest thing in my life 10 years ago, which was the movie Antichrist with Willem Dafoe. And ever since I saw that movie, I just can't sweat anymore.
Yeah, and up
she's
until
like,
recently,
I'm so. That's the funny thing about this new kind of hyper woke age that we're in, is that if any other listen, now granted, I'm not comparing a fucking suspected child molester to an average person, but like anyone else could be like, well, I have a medical issue where I don't sweat. But in this interview, she's like, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Did you fuck that girl?
Right.
Yes or no?
We have no forgiveness. We have no forgiveness because we know, okay, I'm due process, all right? Innocent till proven guilty. Man's guilty. And also, here's my favorite part about that little clip is him saying, up until recently, I've now done things to help me sweat again. What? What are
Who's
you
out there? Dude, I fucking sweat when I vacuum.
Yeah,
you sitting out here
dude.
telling me you're trying to sweat? Fuck off.
No.
And also, he's like...
He thinks he just made her to be a bitch, and she's like, okay, dude.
Yeah, and the funny thing, you're talking about due process, but here's the thing, bud. What happens when you kind of control the process?
Right.
That's where that mentality doesn't really work anymore.
So here's the story with that. So in England, he is fine, and he, not going to be arrested because he's a prince. But if he ever does come to the States, they can nab him and try him.
Oh, he's not going to leave the country.
Right.
He'll pull, like, it's kind of like Roman Polanski, right? Like where he was getting caught on charges here, and he's like, well, I'm going to France. And they're like, I guess that means you are free.
Yeah, I think there's certain things you can't extradite people for certain crimes. I'm not exactly sure, but I know in England they can't extradite him because he's a prince. But if he does come over, he's tried for... I think statutory rape, like trafficking.
Yeah, it could be a lot of things.
I have another thought on this Epstein stuff. Here, okay, it almost doesn't... if he's killed himself or if he was murdered, we all assume he was murdered. But here's the thing I was thinking about. It doesn't matter, okay? Ultimately, he got what was coming to him. He died. Probably the best thing.
But that's not enough.
Right, but the thing is...
you know what I'm saying?
Right. But the thing is, any of the people that were involved in the hit, that means there's enough on them to put them away several times over for life for the crimes they committed, regardless of the murder, right? So if the whole story leaks out and people's names are revealed for having been part of a sex trafficking ring, they're already in prison a couple times over. So the murder doesn't even matter. The murder is the only thing it's kind of nice because we know he is dead and justice was served. And who did it is kind of irrelevant.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. The thing about the Epstein story that, like, and I bring this up often, but, like, it kind of, like, illuminated to me how people don't actually know how deep the web, like, goes. You know what I'm saying? People have no idea how, like, the actual criminal justice system works because people are so upset that, like, oh my God, Epstein did all these horrible things and, like, he was killed and, like, nothing happens. I'm like, yeah, what? That's life on planet Earth. Like, People do horrible things every day and nothing ever happens to them. That's like the number one thing. If I learned anything from like working in news for 5 years, it's that like you can do horrible things and nothing will ever happen to you. I've seen it countless times. Everyone has. And then the whole world is like, we're going to do something. Like, no, dude, motherfuckers out here tell people they don't sweat. Bro, how fucking deluded can you be to me? Like, I have to relearn how to sweat. What'd you do? Did you watch Rocky?
Right.
Did you watch Rocky and jerk off? It's like, well, I couldn't sweat when I was doing that. So he's like running up and down stairs. He's fat as fuck. Look at him. He's not in shape. He's not. The dude sweat when he's putting on his fucking tie.
Well,
he's out here.
And I was listening to Virginia, I forget her, Richmond. I think it's Virginia Richmond. But I was hearing her talk about him and that encounter and talking about her because she disses him. She disses him, obviously, she has horrible resentment towards the man, but she disses him for smelling bad and being sweaty. Yeah. And I think he's not only like, I think he's a little pissed off.
Yeah, he's like, I should have killed her.
Well,
he's like, I should have killed.
That's dude, he's actually.
I know
I'm not kidding. He's thinking like,
he's like, yeah, I should have let her. I should have made sure she didn't get out there.
Yeah,
she should have stayed in that black Mercedes van that we had her picked up in.
Dude,
that's what he's thinking. That's the horror of life on Earth.
Well, and to go with what you said, people being like, can you believe he just is going to get away with it? And I'm like, and like you said, well, this is like historically, if you have enough money, you can do whatever you want. This isn't new. This is like.
The other thing is that like everybody on Earth knows that Prince Andrew was part of this.
Yes.
Everyone knows that he was paying
There's a picture.
Girls. Everybody has already decided and they already hate him. So then the question is like, when will it be enough for people? Like, listen, I'm not saying to like let him go, but like you can't, even if he went to jail, like, is that going to make you feel any better? Nothing. This guy could get executed on the public square and it's not going to undo the fact that he like ruined the innocence of like countless girls' lives.
I think
nothing you do will ever change that or rectify it. But people think that you can kind of draw that closure out of it.
Oh, Guy, I kind of disagree.
You think? Wait, how so?
I think people want to see vindication. I agree. I think even people, when they watch it and they see it happen and they see someone get their just deserves, I think they say, yeah, I feel better.
I don't think that.
You don't think so?
Did you feel better when you watched Saddam Hussein get hung on that shitty live leak video that we all watched?
Okay, the thing is, if I did have someone that had suffered by the hand directly of Saddam Hussein, I would have been like, this is pretty cool.
You think so? I don't think I would.
Yeah.
I legitimately don't think I could. Because at the end of the day, dude, like, let's say that Prince Andrew banged my sister, right? And if I saw him get killed, I'd be like, I still feel shitty. I was like, it doesn't change the fact that this dude fucked up my sister's life. He's dead, but all the issues that he left behind are going to linger for as long as she's alive. So is there actual justice? No. We went over this. The guy at Radio Shack putting up the cameras. Justice doesn't exist, dude.
Yeah,
it's a lie. It's a lie perpetuated by a system to make you think that it's never going to change.
I would get some fulfillment from watching that, and maybe that makes me.
I do get fulfillment out of watching him explain how he doesn't sweat.
I like watching him squirm.
If I was the camera guy, I would zoom in on his forehead.
Just beads.
The rest.
Well, he catches himself. He goes, I don't sweat. Well, I don't sweat. Well, now I sweat. It's like, what are you talking about? My God, you're a liar. We all know.
He's like, I had to learn how to sweat. So what was happening when your body overheated? Did you just, did your blood just turn into boiling?
Yeah. No, that's like what happened. Like, how does your body cool itself without you passing out?
That's such a preposterous lie. That'd be awesome. What if he went down like another road? What if he was just like, well, actually, she said I smelled bad, and there's actually a reason for that. Is that I have Crohn's disease, and they were like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, I have Crohn's. Well, I had it. He's like, isn't that a lifelong disease? Well, I got it because I kind of saved our country when I was fighting on the front lines.
Yeah, and that happens to people. Acute Crohn's disease happens when you've got a Purple Heart.
I was scared shitless. I shit all of my shit out, and I don't shit anymore.
Like, this doesn't add up, dude. Like, do you still shit? Do you don't shit anymore? Is that why you smell?
Yeah.
And also, here's the thing too, man. This is months after he was accused by Virginia. He had months to come up with a story, and this is what he's going with. Yeah.
The second he left little St. James Island the first time, he's like, all right, what's the defense going to be? How is this going to hold up in court?
That's another thing I think about is these guys, you're taking such extreme risks when you're doing behavior like this that needs to be so clandestine. I couldn't even imagine the level of arrogance you need to have to do something like this. If you're in the public light, I don't know. Yeah. I think, here's what I think it is, man. I think this is just some bullshit, like dumb theory, but like,
go for it.
It's so obvious, but I think back then there's a picture of him in Virginia together, and which now he denies, and he says it's in the background right here, I'm sure. But he now says that's a Photoshop picture, it's fake, and there's people that obviously
I took the photo,
right? Contest the credibility of it, and it's obviously a real photo. So I think what it was back then, information was it wasn't on the cycle that it was now. So now
it wasn't as easily available.
Right. So now there's so much information, and information travels so fast that I don't think they even saw this being the future so many people could.
They're playing by old rules.
They're playing by old rules, and now they're being tried by the crimes they committed before the new rules.
No, my God, dude, that's so odd. He's like, I don't sweat anymore.
Yeah, it's
fucking. I wish I was you.
Yeah,
is that all I got to do to stop sweating? Is be a murderous child molester? Not worth it. I'll keep sweating. Thank you very much.
It is. You know what? This is what I want. Tell me if this is a messed up thing to want. I want to know. All right, I'm going to say Jeffrey Epstein is a monster. And a lot of people don't like calling human beings monsters, but I think at this point...
you're not really making a hard claim.
Sure, but he's devolved to the point where it's truly wild, and I would love to watch like a biopic or a sick documentary. Watching his childhood, watching this man grow into who he became would be wildly fascinating.
It would be fascinating, but having said that, I'm not excited for the deluge of pieces that will be about Jeffrey Epstein. There will be a Lifetime movie. There will be an HBO 3-part documentary. There will be a Netflix original film.
I'll watch the HBO 3-part documentary, which I'm really excited about.
We go back into this, but like, God, dude, it's so clear as day that that's the crazy thing that happens now in 2019 is that the news is so crazy that entertainment companies are cashing in on it.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what's crazy about it now. You need to look beyond the news because the news is entertainment. The news is SNL. The news.
There's more truth in the Netflix original movie.
That's what I'm saying. It's all these huge claims, and you best believe anytime any sort of tragic thing happens like this or any sort of situation, the news is ready for it and to strategically place it in front of you to make the most money. Yeah. Sound like obviously, but you need to take a step back from what's given. Even this, we need to take a step back and say, hey, maybe Prince Andrew did have a condition,
Yeah.
He didn't.
Yeah, free Prince Andrew. Free him. God, dude, I just love it. I can't sweat. Because he was being... it's not even funny to go down, break apart his argument because it's just it's pathetic. Honestly, it's just pathetic. He's like, people shot at me and it scared the sweat out of me.
Yeah, and that's I don't like him kind of
dudes like Chris Kyle who had 140 confirmed kills and he's just out there. That motherfucker's sweating.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody sweats. Beto O'Rourke. I was gonna vote for him because he sweat profusely. That was a storyline. Is that his?
Sweat through?
Yeah, he would sweat through all of his shirts, and I was like, this guy gets it. I was like, this guy knows what he knows what life is like for real Americans.
Sweat is unprecedented.
He's out there. His probably dates have all gone bad. Yeah.
He
can't be taken seriously. He wasn't. He got nixed from the race early.
He did. Did you see the Tinder thing he did?
No.
Oh, you want to watch it?
God, is he in a Tinder ad?
No. Do you want to watch the clip?
Yeah.
All right.
Play
it
up.
We'll do this.
Beto O'Rourke is so funny. That's a dude. When he answered that question in Spanish at one of the debates, which, by the way, these debates, oh my God, these fucking Democratic debates with 20 candidates. Can you imagine how bonkers it looks to other countries to see this?
Why,
People in
so many?
China, people in Hong Kong right now are fighting for their freedom, and then they turn on America TV and see a fucking talk show, a goddamn 20-panel talk show.
Yeah.
They sit there, and then we treat fucking democracy like it's a television program.
Right.
And people in Hong Kong are dying for the chance that their kids could have freedom.
Dude, that's...
And we're sitting out here with fucking Beto on a stage talking fake ass Spanish to pander to a fucking audience. Oh my god,
This is because this is entertainment. Like, rest assured, what we're about to watch, everything is entertainment.
Is he single? Is Beto single?
I don't think so. I think he's married. I think he's got kids too.
Mary, that sweaty bastard.
Yeah, he seems like a really nice guy, which means I don't think he's qualified to be president because I don't think you can be a kind, generous person.
Play this.
All right, wait. I wanted to talk about Hong Kong real quick because I just got it right now.
That's good. There's about 300 years leading up to what's happening now.
Right. Yeah. At least 90. Right.
Yeah.
So it's crazy now because it's everyone. I think people think it's a small sect of people that are rioting.
No,
dude. It's the whole country,
and
city.
It's been going on for months.
Dude, it is complete. This is it for them because it's like, if we lose this, we are China. Because people think, it's an extradition law. It's like, no, dude, once this goes, this is the first domino into making it so that China has control over their country, which is not what they want because, not my words, but most Cantonese people believe that Chinese government and Chinese like social programs and everything is just a complete shit show that they don't want to be a part of.
Yeah, well, it's a sham. And it also, if Hong Kong falls, a lot of other countries around China are going to fall.
Right.
China's going to economically find its way into the driver's seat of... I mean, they already are. They control the U.S. economy. They control what's on our TV.
Wait, and it's one thing I think is actually... I want to talk about this, too. So the basketball... Like, I'm a big basketball fan. So... the basketball angle of this, I was like, why, who cares about this, Hong Kong protest? Why is this invading basketball? And I watched a video last night and I'm like, oh, it makes total sense.
They're completely intertwined.
Dude, most of the money that the NBA generates is revenue from China.
Yeah.
So okay, this is what I read and I'll put the stat up on the screen. Okay, all right. If 9 million people watched the NBA Finals the same year that Yao Ming played his first game in the NBA, how many people watched that first game? If 9 million watched the NBA Finals,
outrageous. I don't know.
200 million. 200 million.
200 million
versus
people.
9 million watching the most important game. So that gives you some idea how popular the NBA is. So when Daryl Morey, the GM of the Rockets, tweeted out something to the extent of "We stand with Hong Kong," dude, that affected a lot of people's pockets because Tencent, the biggest media conglomerate in China, said, fuck you, we're taking you off the air. We're not going to show your games. And that affected their pocketbooks. So it's always funny to me because they say, and LeBron James said this, like, it's a very delicate situation. Just be honest and say, it's not delicate. We lose a lot of money if we piss off China. I honestly
would just, and that's why it was so infuriating to see like LeBron talk about that, because he was just like, well, he could have waited 2 weeks. Just say it. I have a shoe deal in the works.
Right.
The end.
Right. I have a streaming service I'm trying to launch, and I need tech companies behind me. Mm-hmm. The end. And for the benefit of my league and my livelihood and my legacy, I need China. And just say that. And I think we can all recognize the fact, like, oh, you're super rich.
I like money.
You like money.
Money is more important to me than human lives,
freedom.
And freedom.
Right. Because people are also
I don't want to talk about this. I'm gonna get pissed off. Play this Beto O'Rourke thing talking about Twitter.
Cool. All right.
What's going on?
In Texas, we have a problem with broadband in rural communities. You may have that in Iowa as well, where farmers and ranchers and producers literally cannot get online, where people cannot start businesses in their hometown or finish their education after high school because they can't get online. They can't go to Tinder and find a date tonight to find that special person who's going to make the difference in their lives. I want to make sure every American has that opportunity.
Dude, corny.
He's so corny. God, he reeks of class president.
See,
that's why I can't get behind any political candidate. I can't do it because I just imagine every fucking dork in college who would like start giving a random speech in the cafeteria. He's like, hey guys, we're just here to talk about the issues that our campus is facing. Shut up.
Right.
Shut up, loser.
Yeah, it is.
Go find some fucking friends, you class president dork.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure this guy's a perfectly nice guy. I'm sure that guy I'm sure he's a perfectly nice guy, but you cannot deny that he is a
dork.
loser.
Dork. Dude, if you I legitimately don't understand.
Say something
okay, dude, I'm going to go out on a limb here.
What do you got?
I'm going to go out on a limb.
Okay.
I think that if you spend a ton of your time reading about politics and it consumes your life and you're not involved in it, I think you're like not a human being. I feel like you're not in it with us. You know what I'm saying?
Go on.
Like how can one person be so obsessed with like how can you watch this all day and think that like this is real life? This is not a human. These people are not people, dude. Like the people running for president are not people like us.
Yeah, they're just kind of that's the thing too. Everything they say, I always felt that with Cory Booker. I feel like he has never had an original thought or an original idea in his life.
No,
and that is why I really, oh man, this is getting so political, but I really like Andrew Yang because he's extreme, dude. And also I believe,
extreme, bro.
Dude, I think he is extreme because I think he sees the future, and I agree. Like what he sees as being like a totally automated future is the truth, and people should be encouraged to do more creative things rather than.
I'm not saying I don't like Yang,
dude,
I
but
think he's got some good ideas, but he's not also in any way a contender.
Dude, the Freedom Fund though, I'm like, I get it. I'm like, I get it, and I like extreme people because. Anyone that's like, we'll just go with what's already going on. I'm like, well, then why even run? If you think everything's fine, then why even run? Just let the shit go on as usual.
Yeah.
But if you want to be like, I want to change something, and you're too afraid to say what you want to change, just go suck a dick, dude. I don't care.
Yeah, shut up.
Shut up.
That's my thing is like, dude, the people who are have you noticed that the people who care most about politics and who talk about politics the most haven't done anything to make the world a better place? They just sit fucking feeding this like hate heroin of like The Hill and Washington Post and New York Times. Like they just sit there all day and feed these articles like bombshell new document.
Yeah.
Did you see that Trump's aides secretly hid this form from? What are you getting? I guess
Trump secretly has AIDS hiding his AIDS.
Yeah, he has AIDS. He got it from Magic Johnson because they sucked each other off behind a Del Taco in the 80s. Like that happened. I just said it.
I would be like, that doesn't matter. I'd be like, that's two men making a decision,
yes, dude.
having a
Honestly,
good time.
if I found out that Donald Trump blew Magic Johnson behind a Del Taco in the 80s, I would be like, yeah, I'll vote for him.
Wait, Magic or DJT?
No, DJT was blowing Magic.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd vote for
DJT got AIDS from blowing Magic Johnson behind a Del Taco in the 80s.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, that's two men making a decision.
You know what's crazy is if that came out, it would not even be news.
It shouldn't be news. It doesn't matter. It says nothing about your character. That was the whole thing. They did that with
I agree, but that should be news. No.
No. Well, they did that.
Fucking article came out. The headline was that the president of the United States secretly got AIDS from the biggest basketball star of our time because he blew him at a dumpster behind a Del Taco on Santa Monica Boulevard in 1987.
Unfortunately, it would be news.
Unfortunately, that's the news we deserve.
That's none of our business.
It is my business.
No,
I don't give a fuck about him destroying the cornerstone of democracy. I want to hear about this beeger.
I want to hear. I want to hear about it, but I know it's because it's none of my business and I shouldn't. But well, you remember that was okay. Case in point, there's a story. Dwight Howard a couple of years ago. Oh no, it was last year. There was a story about him. He had like an affair with a trans
person,
trans porn star, and the trans porn star exposed him, and it was like, I think she wanted it to be this whole news story, and he was denying it and whatever, and people were just like, who the fuck cares? Like, we don't. It was interesting because some people were thinking, oh, this is going to blow up and this is going to affect but most people now, it's 2019, are like, hey man, that's his life.
Yeah.
Like, leave him alone.
Live PD is on.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
We got priorities.
It's not news. Yeah. Like,
it isn't news. Beto O'Rourke out here talking about a corny Tinder joke.
Yeah, man. That's like, you can't just
I don't trust anyone that has that kind of unbridled enthusiasm.
You know what? Enthusiasm is hard to fake.
Yeah.
And he didn't do a good job here. I think he just came up with
You
some
think
stuff
he
to
is
say.
enthusiastic?
I don't think he cared. I think he just kind of liked the idea of him being president. I don't think he... I think
Yes.
here's it... Dude, here, my guy. Here's what it is. You know how there's comedians that are just nice guy comedians? And they think, oh, because I'm gregarious and I'm like nice to people, they think I'm funny?
Yeah.
He's like that, where he's like been encouraged so much and people in his life think he's nice and he's warm and gregarious. He thinks I should run for president because people like me, not because I have legislation ideas and I want to fix the shit.
He just wants to be the center of attention.
He loves
That's
it,
what I
dude.
feel about every. That's why. And listen, I'll go out there. I'll be a Bernie bro. That's the only reason I like him is because at least he's been doing the same shit for like 50 years.
Right.
Like, listen, if Beto was doing this, if 40 years from now Beto's doing the same shit, I'd be like, dude, he clearly believes what he's talking about. Like, he deserves it.
Yeah.
You still wouldn't buy it after 40 years? I guess that's why I like
just don't
Bernie,
think
because
he's
he's not
saying
likable.
anything.
He's not trying to be likable.
Right.
That's it for me.
I think
that
he
is.
is.
You think Bernie's trying to be
No, I think
likable?
O'Rourke is like trying to be like a nice guy. Be like, he's nice. I'm gonna vote for him.
We shouldn't. Why are we pandering to the opinions of the fucking awful
he's out of the
people
race,
who make
dude.
up this country?
He's out of the race now, so I think it's working. Also, I bet Bernie Sanders is probably not a very pleasant person to be around. He's probably kind of like short with people.
Yeah, he's a dick, and he probably only talks about shit that bums you out.
Right? Yeah, I'm sure.
Bernie Sanders is the guy when you're at a party. He's like, you know that slavery has always existed, right?
Right.
I'm like, what? It's slavery. It's more common now than it was.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
Bernie,
come on, dude. We're at a
I'm trying to
barbecue.
party, dude.
But then when it comes times, you go to the polls and you're like, that motherfucker is plugged in.
That's what I want. I want a guy that knows stuff I don't know. I want someone smarter than me.
Yes.
I don't want a nice guy, dude. Nice guys finish last, man.
That's the common thing. People are like, I want a president I can have a beer with.
No.
You want to have a beer with these people? No.
I want my president sober.
I don't want to go to a bar with Beto O'Rourke and he's like, do you have any like seasonal IPAs?
Oh, you're just like us. You're human. Ew.
Even I won't go that far. I like a nice seasonal IPA, but I'm not going to order it at a bar. I'll get that shit at a grocery store and drink it alone like a normal American.
And I'm for damn sure not going to ask the bartender which one he likes best.
I think I would actually kill myself if I was at a bar and I was like, do you have any seasonal IPAs? I would expect someone, if someone threw a rock at my head in that moment, I'd be like, that was justified. That was it. Yeah,
I was testing everyone in this bar.
Thank God someone did
Don't know where you found the rock, but
yeah.
you should keep a rock on you in case anyone asks for seasonal IPAs.
I'm gonna start carrying around a rock so people can bludgeon me with it if I ever say anything like that. If you ever like, I feel like Beto O'Rourke is my top choice.
Yeah.
Like, you're out. Like, come on, dude. Beto, why? Because he's from Texas and he's, I don't even know what's cool about him because he looks like he runs a fucking cell phone company. We're supposed to think he's like a cool guy.
I think he's because he's Latino and he's kind of cutie.
Latino.
Yeah, he's Latino, man.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, he's not, dude. No, he's fucking not. Google it.
I think he's like Irish.
No, dude, his name's Beto O'Rourke. He's from Texas. Probably a huge demographic of his base, the people he represents, speak Spanish. Full name, Robert Francis O'Rourke.
Beto?
That dude's about... That dude
he's
is as Mexican as the fire sauce from Taco Bell. Okay?
Fake. Wait, okay.
No, he's from Texas. His base is... Go to early life. Just see who his parents were. O'Rourke was born on September 26, 1972, at some place in El Paso, Texas, to Pat Francis O'Rourke and Melissa Martha O'Rourke.
Oh, he's not Mexican at all. He's Welsh and Irish.
Irish Welsh.
Oh, don't be calling yourself Beto.
Yeah, dude. If he had
He's a phony, man.
Dude, if his fucking great-great-grandpa stayed...
He would have rocked it.
In an Adobe hut one day as they were plowing through Native Americans, settling the West, he would bring it up, okay?
Yeah, it's true.
This motherfucker...
It would be the first thing on the child and teenage years.
This dude this guy probably brags to people about eating from taco trucks. He's like, it's just more authentic. You know, it's just, Chipotle is okay, but like, I just kind of want something that's more authentic.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah, I know. Oh, man. Beto. Wait, a common Portuguese nickname for Oh, okay, wait.
He's not. His
family gave him the nickname Beto, a common. But why?
Well, okay, so this actually plays into. This is a very common practice among nerdy white people is to try and take on some kind of new ethnic identity. It's kind of like this is one of the stages of being white is when you get to this point that you're like, I want to know more about my heritage. Like someone's like, it turns out I'm originally from Hungary. And then they're all like interested in Hungarian culture for like 2 years in college. And you're like, oh, cool. Great. Hey, do you know Denise is from Hungary? Great. Yeah. She's only brought it up 75 times. Party. So that's his thing. He's like, I'll get like a Spanish Portuguese name. Beto. Throw one off the track. He's fucking...
Dude, if you have
he's Irish Wells. This guy might be racist.
I don't like this, dude. I don't like... I don't know why, but I smell a rat, dude. I don't like this. It's shape-shifting, dude. And it's sketchy. If you have to look up what your heritage is, you can't embrace its culture. I said it.
Yeah.
I think it's messed up.
I agree. He's just really playing into this like, I'm a guy you can have a beer with. That's my favorite thing that people say about I want a president I can have a beer with. You know what? I want a president I can have 9 beers with and be like, whoa, really get into the darkness. Yeah, I want someone who can go toe to toe for 9 beers.
Okay, I want a president that I can go 9 beers with or doesn't drink at all.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't trust people who can't. If you can't trust yourself around a drink, can we trust you to run the country?
Here's no. I'm saying doesn't drink at all, but not because he's recovering.
Is that a shitty opinion?
Not the recovering type. No, I would. Okay,
if you don't drink and you don't have an alcohol problem, you're even crazier than the
alcoholics.
I like
them. I like those people. I trust those people, but I would, dude. I'm gonna jump on your bandwagon real quick, and I'm gonna say, I would not trust a recovering alcoholic to be president.
This is such a good debate because it really like puts people it really cuts to the core of who we are as people.
Yeah.
Are you or are you not okay with a recovering alcoholic being president?
I'm not.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
That's why it's great, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But you know what? People would have to fake it and be like, yeah, there are people. Come on.
Dude, if a vodka soda can cause you to lose control of your life, I don't want you running the country. I'm sorry.
Yeah. If someone giving you a high life means that we drone strike Aleppo.
Right. Like,
I don't know.
I don't think
it might be a bit much.
Yeah.
Might be a bit loose.
I don't think you're a bad person. I just don't want you to have nuclear codes. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's like, I can see it CNN in the morning like, well, apparently Beto O'Rourke, President O'Rourke had a O'Doul's last night and decided to withdraw highway funding from 13 states.
Exactly. I don't.
When asked about it, he said, fuck the dirty Minnesotans. They didn't vote for me. They could fuck off to hell. Quote.
That hypothetical quote.
This will be brought up in the election of 2036. Oh my God. That is so fucking funny to think about a raging, recovering alcoholic falling off the bandwagon because of the duress of being president.
Oh,
and then
causing
like major economic and international issues.
I think there is an amendment that covers like insanity in president.
Yeah. President Beto O'Rourke slips up, has a glass of wine at dinner. Next thing you know, he said the quote, called the president of China a fucking liar.
Yeah. Well, it's not too far off from what's happening.
Think about what you do when you're drunk, like your most fragile, drunk, awful state.
Yeah.
When you're just like really emotional, targeting people you care about, you know?
Yeah. Trying to hurt.
Yeah, the president decided to.
Trying to do damage. If you have a lot of power and you're trying to do damage, bad things are going to happen.
You're going to get got, dude.
All right, ready to wrap?
Yeah, we're close. Oh, one last thing before we close.
Yeah.
I've been dying to talk about this. We'll make this a quick segment to close it out. Homies. The little figurines you would find in the thing at the bowling alley.
Okay.
There's a picture of it right behind us. If you're listening on the podcast, don't watch this on YouTube. Homies,
watch on YouTube.
Homies. Are they racist?
No. I don't think so. No.
I think they might be, man. I think that they might be.
You know who's not allowed to say?
Us, for sure.
That's what I've noticed.
we're the only people allowed to say this.
How so?
Because we're the only people who bought homies. Okay, I paid for these things. I had them all. I got them from the little vending machine, the little put a quarter in,
put a quarter, twisty.
They were
right
usually
next to
like
the
50 cents,
tattoo.
dude.
Yeah,
homies. Okay.
Yeah.
If you're unfamiliar with homies, they were little figurines that depicted. I mean, come on, dude.
What did they depict?
How is this not? It literally depicts the worst Hispanic stereotypes that exist. This is every like redneck white trash dad from Ohio. This is what they think LA is. They see this and they're like, "Oh, those are people from Los Angeles."
Well, it's not too far off.
You got this motherfucker out here who looks like gay Cheech Marin in some like fucking BDSM.
Oh, him?
Black. Yeah.
Oh, it's Danny Trejo, dude.
No, that's Cheech Marin, dude. Danny Trejo doesn't have those.
Yeah, no, but these guys, I mean, it's like, I don't think they look derogatory.
He looks like the Hamburglar if they put like a McDonald's in an all Hispanic neighborhood.
That's what I'm doing.
And they like redesigned the Hamburglar.
You know, maybe I'm the racist because I feel like they don't look too far off from guys that I ride the train with, man.
Listen,
I know these guys.
Listen.
It's weird that they were put in. Like, it's weird that we. I think it's weird that we made little characters of cholos and friends.
Know. Why were they so popular?
I think it's weird, but I don't think
popular?
it's. You and I both, when you said homies, are they racist? I knew what you were talking about.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I mean, they are.
I really don't know. I mean,
okay. Well, let me ask you, because was the guy that made them? What race was he?
I think he was a white guy.
Well, then that's fucked up.
Google. Okay. Come on, man. Come on.
It is fucked up.
Good. Yeah. Google homies creator. It's ambiguous.
No, his
it's
name's
not.
David Gonzalez.
Okay, so
no.
Follow-up question.
Okay.
Are there people in the Hispanic community who do not like this guy
No.
for promoting a negative stereotype? It's the same way as in there are a decent amount of people in the black community who don't like Tyler Perry because they claim that he, kind of reinforces negative stereotypes. Do you think that that's going on with this guy?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we can't hypothesize.
Why?
We
That's
just
our
need to
job on
ask
this
somebody.
podcast.
We just need to ask, like, hey, what do you think of?
Who are we going to ask? That's more racist than making the homies. It's going to find some random Mexican person being like, hey, is this racist?
No, it's not.
I think it might be, dude.
Maybe. Okay, I would assume.
And also, it is racist. I don't care if he's Hispanic. It's kind of racist. They're fucking caricatures of real culture and people.
Right, but I don't think. Okay, I'm not the type of person. I have like my definition. I think it's just.
This is the issue. I think I just figured it out.
All right.
This image right here. If we're like a Hispanic guy made these, we're like, okay.
Yeah.
But if we're like a white guy made it, they're like, that's fucked up. But it's like the same picture. Can't we just be like, hey, regardless of whoever made this, should we not be like making caricatures out of people's culture? Or is that not my right to say that because it's not my culture?
I think I would say the latter.
It's a minefield out there.
I'd say no, because you can. Okay, because if it's from you, if it's because who's to say if something's like a negative character or a positive character? But the homies to me look like a positive character and a celebration of culture.
Yeah.
And I think if you did it as a white person, it would look derogatory. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. This guy right here has a mean pit bull standing in front of him, staring at you.
Yeah.
You think that this is...
Yeah, man. I don't think it's negative at all.
I fucking love homies. Let's make that crystal clear.
Doesn't sound like it, my guy.
I had all of them.
Okay,
I'm just saying.
I didn't have them.
In the Me Too age, there cannot be a way that this is okay. If this came out today, what do you think it would be like? What do you think would happen? What do you think people would say?
I don't think the only people that would care would be just white girls with
people
pink
who
hair.
write for Variety and Vice.
Right. And I think most people would be like, yeah, it's like what my family looks like or doesn't. I don't know. But either way.
I can't get over this Hamburglar looking guy. He really
people swag out like that, dude. People swag out like that,
dude,
man.
He's wearing a finish line.
That guy's in a ska band.
He's wearing
for
a
sure.
checkered flag. Oh yeah, I wish. No, dude,
he's
ska band people are the whitest people that have ever existed.
He is in your Sublime cover band that you go to in Long Beach on the weekend.
Yeah, he for sure is.
Write in if you think it's.
Dude, if you think homies are not problematic, I would love to hear your case behind it.
Stand by me.
Listen, will I say they're racist? It's not my place to say that.
No.
But I will say, I think they might be problematic.
All right. You heard it here.
How's that for a political stance?
That's good. Yeah. If free Epstein wasn't enough, there you go. Homies are problematic.